Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. If you're a baseball fan, you need to buckle up because we've got some massive breaking news coming out of Major League Baseball that's shaking up the 2025 season. The Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays have just announced a trade that's got everyone buzzing, and it's tied to some major developments surrounding Dodgers star outfielder Teoscar Hernandez. This is huge, folks, and we're diving deep into every detail to unpack what this means for both teams, the players involved, and the race for the playoffs. So, hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and let's get right into this blockbuster story. First, let's set the stage. The Toronto Blue Jays are sitting at 2020, a .500 record, as we head into the middle of May 2025. They've been on a rollercoaster this season, but don't let that even record fool you. They're just 3 games back of the first-place New York Yankees in the ultra-competitive AL East. The Jays have been heating up lately, riding a 4-game winning streak, and they're gearing up for a crucial 3-game series against the Tampa Bay Rays starting Tuesday. This is a team that's fighting tooth and nail to climb the standings, and every move they make right now is under a microscope. Meanwhile, the Dodgers, fresh off their 2024 World Series victory, are looking to defend their title with a stacked roster, but they've just been hit with some tough news about one of their key players. That's where this trade comes in, and trust me, it's a game changer. The Blue Jays are in a fascinating position right now. At 2020, they're right in the thick of the AL East race, and their recent winning streak has them feeling good. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is anchoring the lineup, and new additions like Anthony Santander and Andrés Giménez have bolstered their offense. The pitching staff, led by veterans like Max Scherzer and young arms like Grayson Rodriguez, is starting to find its groove. But the AL East is a gauntlet, with the Yankees, Orioles, and Rays all vying for position. Every game matters, and the Blue Jays know they need to keep their roster optimized to make a playoff push. Trading Berroa, who wasn't a core part of their plans, for cash gives them a bit more wiggle room to make additional moves before the trade deadline. Let's zoom out for a second and talk about what this trade means in the bigger picture. For the Dodgers, it's a clear signal that they're not messing around in 2025. This is a team that's built to win now, with a lineup featuring Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, and Freddie Freeman, and a rotation that just added Roki Sasaki and Blake Snell this offseason. Losing Hernandez, even temporarily, hurts, but the Dodgers have the depth and resources to weather the storm. Bringing in Berroa is a small but smart move that keeps their outfield functional while they wait for their star to return. It also shows that President of Baseball Operations Andrew Friedman is willing to make moves big or small to keep the team on track. For the Blue Jays, this trade is less about Berroa and more about roster management. Toronto's front office, led by GM Ross Atkins, has been under pressure after a disappointing 2024 season. Fans are hungry for a playoff run, and every decision is being scrutinized. Trading Berroa for cash might not excite the fan base, but it's a pragmatic move that could pave the way for bigger deals down the line. The Blue Jays have been linked to trade rumors involving players like Dalton Varsho, and they're reportedly open to shaking things up if it improves their postseason chances. For now, this deal is a small piece of a larger puzzle, but it's a reminder that Toronto is actively shaping its roster for the battles ahead. Let's talk about the timing of this trade, because it's no coincidence that it happened when it did. The Dodgers made this move just 6 days after Hernandez went on the Illinois, which shows how quickly they're reacting to the situation. In baseball, injuries can change the trajectory of a season, and the Dodgers aren't taking any chances. They've already recalled outfielder James Outman and pitcher J.P. Feyereisen to fill the gaps, but Berroa gives them another layer of insurance. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays announced the trade on the same day they confirmed Tate's assignment to Triple-A, tying up loose ends before their series against the Rays. Both teams are making calculated moves as they head into a critical part of the season, with the trade deadline looming in the distance. What's next for Stuart Berroa? That's the million-dollar question. When he arrives in Los Angeles, he'll be stepping into one of the most high-pressure environments in baseball. The Dodgers are perennial contenders, and their fans expect nothing less than excellence. Berroa's not going to be asked to carry the team, but he'll need to be ready to contribute in any way he can. Whether it's laying down a bunt, making a diving catch, or stealing a base, every little thing matters in a pennant race. If he can show some spark in his limited opportunities, he could earn the trust of the coaching staff and maybe even stick around when Hernandez returns. It's a golden opportunity for a young player to make a name for himself. For Teoscar Hernandez, the focus is on recovery. A grade 1 groin strain typically takes a couple of weeks to heal, but the Dodgers are being cautious. Hernandez is a veteran who knows his body, and he'll want to make sure he's 100% before stepping back onto the field. The last thing the Dodgers want is for him to come back too soon and aggravate the injury, especially with the postseason in sight. In the meantime, the team is leaning on its depth, and players like Berroa, Pages, and Conforto will need to step up. Hernandez's absence is a challenge, but it's also a chance for others to shine. Let's not forget about the Blue Jays side of the equation. Losing Berroa doesn't drastically change their outlook, but it's a reminder that they're prioritizing their immediate needs. The cash they received from the Dodgers could be used to cover minor league contracts, international signings, or other small expenses. More importantly, this move clears a path for other players in their system to get a shot. Toronto has a deep farm system, with prospects like Arjun Nimala generating buzz, and they're always looking to balance their major league roster with their future stars. This trade is a small step in that direction. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to appreciate how wild the 2025 MLB season has been so far. We're not even halfway through, and we've already got injuries, trades, and playoff races heating up. The Dodgers are still the team to beat in the National League, but Hernandez's injury is a test of their depth. The Blue Jays, meanwhile, are scrapping for every win in the AL East, and moves like this show they're willing to make tough calls to stay competitive. Stuart Berroa might be a footnote in the grand scheme of things, but for now, he's at the center of a story that's got baseball fans talking. So, what do you think about this trade? Are the Dodgers making the right move by bringing in Berroa? Can the Blue Jays keep their momentum going in the AL East? And how big of a loss is Teoscar Hernandez for LA? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get the conversation going. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We'll be back with more breaking news, analysis, and hot takes from around the MLB, so stay tuned. Until next time, keep swinging for the fences, and I'll catch you in the next video.